Alright folks, I am going to go ahead and show you how to use the WikiSpiv Bookmaker. Just a heads up that at the moment this is still a very crude tool. It's rough around the edges. I know that it's rough around the edges, but I haven't really had much of a reason to put effort into polishing it. So if we go over to my GitHub WikiSpiv Bookmaker page and then navigate down to releases, you're going to find the latest release. Download the jar file, which contains the actual software, and then the main 2020 zip file is just a sample project. It is the 2020 version of the main WikiSpiv of Spivanik, which you can use as kind of a template. And I'm just going to double click on that to extract it, and there's that project. So if I navigate into the project just to show you how the project folder is set up, you've got a SPV file or a SPIV file at the root of the directory that contains all of the information about the layout of your Spivanik and its contents. The fonts folder is where you can put TTF files to use whatever fonts you would like to use. And the images folder just contains whatever image files you would like to include in your Spivanik. Now, please do not use the ones in this folder which are which are not in the public domain, because you need to ask for permission to utilize those images. So you should probably use your own images for this. So I'm going to go ahead and open this WikiSpiv Bookmaker jar file. You'll notice on Mac at least it complains that it cannot be opened because it's from an unidentified developer. You can go ahead and right-click open in order to bypass that. Now once this opens, we can go down to here and click open and navigate to that SPV file and open it. It'll take a second to load. And then there it is, our full Spivanik. You can navigate through the pages using these left and right buttons. Over here you can quickly choose a page index to jump to, where 0 is the very first page. And this first page number tells it what number to give the very first page in the Spivanik. And I have a blank page on the left side of my very first page, so we end up with an 11 right here. So you can see if I adjust that, how it changes the page numbers down there. Now, in order to add pages to the Spivanik, add L adds a page on the left side. Add C adds one between these two pages, which is usually what you want to do. While on the other hand, add R adds one after this page. So usually I add two pages at once, so that way the pages that are facing each other always stay the same. And we can go ahead and pick a category. For example, maybe I want Narodna Pisnia. And we can go ahead and pick a song to add. And there's, a whole bunch of different options. And then I can push enter to place that song. But you'll notice that it doesn't actually have all of the lyrics yet, because it's still listed in incomplete songs here. So I can then move this somewhere else, or even on another page, and continue to place the rest of the lyrics wherever they belong. I can also change the layout here, and if I make it wide enough, it will eventually split into 2 columns. And I can change the title orientation to place it in the center or to right align it. I can also go ahead and place an image over here, whatever feels appropriate, and then push enter, and that places it. It will also remove things from these lists once they've been used. In addition to that, we can pick this only fitting, and it will find only, it will basically filter these songs to only the songs that fit within this box. So as I make this box smaller, you'll see the song list over here adjusts to only show you the ones that will actually fit within this box. And then I push enter, and then that places it there. And you can also choose whether you want. That doesn't actually seem to be working. Okay, I guess we can't actually choose a random order. If you want to place, a custom title page, like I have over here, you can type text here, insert, and then drag that to an appropriate place. And you basically choose which, when you're inserting, you choose which type of font you should use. So for example, we actually should have used cat title or category title, which inserts that there. And I can change what the category title font size is. So let's make this a little bit smaller. You can see that changes these category titles to be a smaller size. And then this is the subtitle, insert that, and place it. These control some of the spacing considerations for this chooses the page size. So if you wanted to do an 8.5 by 11, which is the standard page size, 8.5 inches to millimeters is, let's call that 216. That doesn't seem right. Now I'm confused. Huh. Yeah, that does not seem right. Where did these numbers come from? Give me just a moment. This looks like it's actually not millimeters. This is a point size. So it's actually 8.5 times 72. $612. That makes more sense. Ignore the fact that this says millimeters right now. I will fix that in a second. So 8.5 by 11 is 612 by 792, and so now the page size is set to letter size. I normally use that smaller size for the print books. We can also switch it to phonetic mode, which changes all the text to Latin characters. And we can adjust some of the spacing here so that way the lines are closer together or farther apart from each other, as well as controlling the indent size. So you can see over here, like if that indent gets larger. And also when I make those changes, then a whole bunch of songs end up bleeding off the page and becoming too large. When we're done, we probably want to go to the end. And over here, let's say, for example, that the index didn't fit. We can then click index and add a new chunk of the index to go over here. We can also move these page numbers around to wherever is appropriate. And you basically just add as many index pages as end up being needed. And you can kind of adjust that wherever is appropriate. Oh, something else I should show you is, I'm just need to find an example of an image that doesn't have a transparent background. I might not be able to find one quickly. Basically, if an image, has a white background, you can click to back, and then it will put it behind all of the text. You can also click reload songs to load the latest version of all of the lyrics. I would recommend doing that once, right at the beginning, before you begin, but it takes a long time, so I'm not going to bother right now. You should periodically save. That'll save that SPV file with the latest content of the Bookmaker. And you can use export in order to generate a PDF, and that takes a second to run. There we go, successfully exported. If we open that file, you'll see that there's a PDF in there now with all of our changes. And that's sort of the basics of using it.